If you're a developer of video games, this video is for you. Also, if you play video games, I can tell you right now, this is going to increase the price of video games significantly, especially on the development end. Well, I'm catching word Unity is a game engine. They use this engine for everything from random number generation to just overall gameplay engines in your favorite video games. We're talking Hollow Knight, Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will-O-Wisp, Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone, the list goes on. This is absolutely insane. What's coming out from Unity is a new fee to install all of these games. It may not affect you right away, but it's going to affect the entire player base of multiple games. So I caught word of this. It came across my Twitter feed, and I was like, oh, this is a big deal, because I know for a fact Magic the Gathering Arena runs off Unity, and what they have in here is a new fee to install, new fee to reinstall. If you don't pay those fees, you're going to get automatic ads in your favorite video games. It includes Hearthstone also. Marvel Snap is another one. That's another mobile game. Many mobile games actually run off Unity as well. And this is absolute insanity. This makes the OGL debacle with the open gaming license that Hasbro tried to pull. This makes that look absolutely tame in comparison. Where that open gaming license they tried to put out there saying Wizards of the Coast is going to scale back and they're going to claw any of your revenue that you make off their product, which got scrapped. This is actually doing that one step above on everything that runs Unity. Unity introducing new fee attached to game installs. Unity's new runtime fee will kick in after developers cross a threshold on how much they are installing or how much money they go off of. So, first off, for those using Unity Personal or Unity Plus licenses, the fee will kick in after the project crosses $200,000 in revenue over 12 months or 200,000 installs, right? So if you're making $200,000, which if you look at the numbers for, I'm going to use Magic the Gathering because this is what I know the most. If you use the numbers for Magic the Gathering Arena, there's probably there's at least 10 million accounts created. That means 10 million installs. Each one of those being anything above 200,000. So at 10 million, so that's a lot. They are charging a 20 cent per install. That's insane. That's insane. 10 million installs of Magic the Gathering Arena at 20 cents on the dollar. That's millions of dollars. I think that's $2 million. Is that right? $2 million on 10 million? So you just move the decimal point over by one? Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's insane. Now, on top of all of this, if they're using like Unity Pro or Enterprise, it comes off of once you make $1 million on the product. But of course, you're paying a much higher fee in the first place to run these higher versions of Unity. Like Unity Personal and Personal developers will pay a flat fee of 20 cents per install. That's just insane. Pro user fees will begin at 15 cents per install and scale downward to as low as 0.02 cents per install. That gets a little bit better, but it's still absolutely insanity to charge this. Like, Unity is in so many engines right now, and there are so many people that use free assets that work in Unity. It's absolutely asinine to suddenly come out and say we're going to make you pay per install of your video game. Yes, developers are making these things, but this is the same scenario that we had with the open gaming license for Wizards of the Coast. People broke down the numbers and went, it leaves me with nothing. It leaves me with absolutely nothing. At 20 cents, that's absolute insanity. At least you can get it down, but you have to run the absolute top tier pro version of Unity. And I just don't get it. What led Unity to establish an install base fee? In Unity's announcement, the company attributed the fee to the ongoing development of Unity Runtime, the executable that players download with every game and allow game made with Unity to work at scale. Unity has not previously charged developers for any services related to Unity Runtime. Its various licensing plans hawk the capabilities of the Unity editor and offer a number of services for live game service games, including DevOps monetization and player analytics. So Unity's sitting there going, we're watching what everyone's making on their games in real time, and we're not making a cent off this. That's what's going on. So they're like, okay, it's time for everyone to pony up. Or Unity is about to go under and they need money very quickly, because Unity is used in so many games here. Just in establishing this, give them millions of dollars overnight. Like, it's absolutely insanity. So they break it down here with Personal and Unity Plus, 200,000 the last 12 months. Unity Pro is $1 million. Unity Enterprise is $1 million. And then Threshold, okay, you need a million installs otherwise. Installs over the threshold. So 1 to 100,000, 15 cents. Okay, 20 cents if you're on plus all the way down. If you're on Pro and Enterprise and you do $1 million plus, you go down to 0.01 per install, or 0.02. Emerging market monthly rate, so installs over. So anyone that's new, they're going to cut you a break until you hit a certain threshold with it. How will developers react to another price increase from Unity? It's absolutely asinine. For me to even look at some of these developers that sell games for less than $10, like Vampire Survivors. Sales will be more costly for developers since they're not asking for a percentage but a flat fee, they pointed out. So it's going to be 10 and 20 cents. Everything's going to increase a minimum 20 cents, and you're going to see the market compound that down the line. You're going to see that 20 cents become 25 cents. You're going to see that 25 cents become $1 very, very quickly. Going back to the free-to-play systems like Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone, Marvel Snap, a lot of the mobile game market. Developers of free-to-play games, which might have a much higher install rate than premium titles, will have the option to offset this fee by adopting other Unity services, such as the Level Play advertising medallion service. This means Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone, and games like that are free to play, as a free to play player, you will now have ads. You will now have pop-up ads showing up on your mobile game. It pisses me off to no end right now because I'm in Canada. When you have a pop-up ad while you're watching a video or you're playing a game, I am using my personal data that I am already paying for to play this game. To get inundated by ads from my personal data is absolutely asinine. That not only does that cost me more to install these things now it costs me more on my data, and it skyrockets my cell phone bill. It's absolutely stupid to hear that Unity is doing something like this to free-to-play games. Now, I get it. These companies can opt out. For the free-to-play companies, they can opt out of paying this 20 cents per install. But yeah, they also can get it down to 0.01 install. But I can tell you right now, a company like Hasbro or a company like Blizzard, owned by Microsoft, they're not going to sit there and go, we're going to dish out this extra little details. They're just going to say, you know what? Run the ads. Run the ads, because that's what the consumers get. Maybe they'll build it into a package. Maybe they'll get it for your season pass. You'll be able to skip ads. That's the next big deal. The next loot box in gaming for your mobile games will be to be able to run and skip ads. This is absolutely ridiculous. I hope Unity comes back and says, okay, let's scale this back. Let's not do this, because it's going to affect the bottom line of customers, not so much that the developers are doing this. I think Unity needs to sit there and negotiate with the developers if they want a bigger piece of the pie, but developers are already paying them a large fee. To have this ongoing subscription at the whim of an install is just as bad as the Canadian government trying to sit there and do a link tax on news articles. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix Cineshadow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.